Hey, what's up guys? This is Jen, and today we're going to talk about something that a lot of you have been asking about over the years, and it's around creativity and inspiration. It's a little bit of a tricky subject to broach because how does creativity happen? How does inspiration happen? You know, a lot of the times we just sit and we wait for the music god to come down and bestow this magical gift to us and find that it doesn't really happen, or it happens not so often or as often as we would like. And here's why. It's not because you suck. It's not because you don't know anything. It has nothing to do with your hand size or your level as a guitar player or musician. The thing is, creativity doesn't happen because a lot of the times we don't practice it. You have to practice being creative. I know that seems a little bit counterintuitive, right? Because again, we think of this creativity as like this thing that just happens to us, right? And we don't have control over. But if you don't practice getting into the mode of being creative or using your vocabulary that you're learning in a song or a lick or a riff, and we don't apply it, nothing happens with it. So I'm going to show you an easy way that you can start practicing being creative. And what I'd like you to try to do is put this into your practice session as a whole. So you've got your scales, you've got maybe your sight reading, maybe your theory, but you also are practicing being creative. So here's one thing that I want you to try to do. So I'm using this book, Guitar Aerobics, and I'll put the link up. There's an example here of just the pentatonic, but string skipping. So I'm doing 6th string, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, resolve to that A. Now that's fine, that's great for technique, but how are we going to apply it to what we're doing? What I'd like you to do is learn a riff, can be a very boring riff or a scale, and then you've got to make something out of it. So I'm taking the idea of string skipping and trying to throw it into a riff. So I'm just gonna try something. We'll see what happens. So we go like. So I'm just like, okay, we're string skipping here. Now I've made it into something instead of just this kind of example-y. I know you love when I use made-up words. But this example-y kind of thing, where now, I don't remember what I played. So we're gonna make up something new. Now I've taken that idea of string skipping and putting it into something that sounds more musical, or at least musical to me. You could do the opposite way, you know. There's a little riff. Again, all I'm thinking is pentatonic and string skipping and melody or hook, okay? There's another one in this book, Inside the Blues. So we have a riff that goes something like this. So we're coming off of this A shape, but using this minor third to get to the major third. And then just hitting this double stop here. So what are we gonna do with that? We've learned that riff, it's cool, we like it, but it's not ours. How are we gonna be creative with it? So what if we change the key? Let's go up to B, and let's take this little shape, just making it up. I don't know if what's gonna come out is cool or not, but it's forcing me to think about doing something different than what's on the page. So I'm learning exactly what is on the page, right? And then I'm taking it and making it my own. That is being creative with it, right? So I'd like you to do both, and what I tell my students is you have the control and then you have the creative. So learn the riff exactly as written to whatever speed you can, then take it and do whatever you want with it. That's the most important thing. So I would love for you to try to integrate this into your practice session. I'm trying to think if there's any other rhythmic examples. So let's take a look at maybe Sweet Home Alabama. What are some elements in there? We've got the individual picking with a palm mute, with open position chords and a strum. So you break all that down, write it all out, and then say, okay, I can't do G, I can't do D to C add 9 to G because that's ripping it off. And we're not gonna rip it off, but we are gonna take elements from it. So what if we take that element, but we do A minor, so I'm taking the palm mute, single note, and then strum. So that is no longer Sweet Home Alabama, right? But it has the elements, it has the creative elements of it. So you take from all these artists and all these different songs and riffs that you're absorbing as you're learning, and then you spin it and you make it your own. And that's how you become creative. But the thing is, you have to practice it. You have to make it a part of your routine, or it's not just going to come to you, or it's not going to come to you as much. And remember, with creativity, don't worry so much about having it be the best, most amazing thing that you've ever written in your entire life, the most prolific. It's probably not going to be that. It's probably going to be somewhat average or lackluster. It doesn't matter. It's the energy that you're putting towards being creative. You're saying, I'm going to work on this. I'm developing this vocabulary. It doesn't have to be amazing every single day, but the point is I'm working on it every single day. And I guarantee you, you're going to get more out of it than you would if you just waited for something to happen. So I'd really encourage you to take the licks that you know and then try to make them your own. Please, if you want to, send me links to videos of you playing, and I can kind of give you some critiques or say, like, go this direction, or it sounds a little bit too much like this song, or, oh, I hear where you were pulling from. And that should be able to get you going. But just stay disciplined about it. Practice being creative. That's the only way you'll get better at being creative, is if you practice it. I promise. I promise. I just learned this myself relatively recently. I've been playing for a long time, but I think I figured it out, at least for right now. I'll have a video several years later saying, no, now I've figured it out. That's the best thing about music. You're always figuring it out. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a Patreon-supported video, so thank you to all my patrons who have been supporting me for such a long time. I really, really appreciate it. They keep these videos going and keep me doing this consistently, and it's great. It's great. I might get a little emotional. I might not. Maybe I just need to eat. Maybe my blood sugar's low. But no, maybe I'm a little emotional about it, but I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So go to www.patreon.com/JenTrani, and you can see the rewards for helping these videos out. And if not, just like, subscribe, comment, or you know what, just play. Just go play. I want you to subscribe, right? You know, that feels good. Likes feel good. But if it's a matter of liking the video or you playing, just go play. Just go play, have a good time, be creative. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to suck. Don't be afraid to have it be hard. Because it's all those things. It's uncomfortable, it's gonna suck, it's gonna be hard. but you're going to get through it and you're going to have more confidence. So I believe in you guys. Keep up the good work, and see you in the next video.